Are we about to make it 5 wins in a row and just about secure the top 8?
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Las Palmas, where in today's episode we have an away day across Europe. We go away to Ferencvaros in the Hungary in the Europa League, and then after that, again in the Europa League, we play against Farul Constanta in Romania. So 2 away games today. I would absolutely love to beat a team like Ferencvaros, but then also, we've got Farul Constanta, who team I'm not familiar with, to be fair. Hopefully, we can get a result against them. If we take a look at what's been going on since last time out, quite a few games we played. If you're going to take a look here, 11 games. That includes 2 more or 1 more Europa League game. Yeah, just the 1 Europa League game. In the league, a 3-1 win here, as you can see, a 1-1 draw against Villarreal, but then a narrow 1-0 loss against Celta Vigo. A 3-2 win against AZ Alkmaar. We had a very slow start in that game, but then we bounced back and got the win by the end. A 3-0 win against Zaragoza. No sign of Tresor, what's his name? Mzungu, Tresor Lua Mzungu. He was a no-show on this game, and luckily we managed to stop him. There, as you can see, we had a game against Fuenlabrada, who are in the Federation First Division B, so one of the regional divisions. We beat them 3-0 there. 2-2 draw against Real Sociedad. Unlucky to not win this game, to be honest. I think we played quite well. The Getafe we went and beat. We didn't beat them. We had a 2-2 draw. Very frustrating. We couldn't get a win there really. This game against Sanse, who are another in the regional divisions. Yeah, as you can see there, very good result. 3-0 against Girona, and then finally against Deportivo La Coruna, who are actually a team who've won La Liga. There's not many teams who have won it, but they have won it in the second division. We've gone and beat them 2-1 to make it to the 4th round, where we have a game against the leaders of the second division in Albacete. So a nice game there, round of 16 tie. Hopefully we can make a quarter final for the first time. That would be nice to do. But today we have these 2 games. Obviously, with that win against AZ Alkmaar, we move up into 8th place. As it stands, we are currently in 8th place. 2 wins today pretty much guarantees us that spot in the kind of the top 8. 4 points behind Vittoria. We probably won't catch up, but it is 7th and 8th where we're looking at here, and we should realistically, if we can get these 2 results, be able to get in there. Ferencvaros are down in 32nd and Farul Constanta in 27th. Now, the other big news we've had, player has left us with the transfer window opening. It's quite a sad one really to have left us. Imad Ben Musa has left us for a fee of 95 million pounds. It is in pounds. I don't know why. I should probably put it on euros, but he has gone and left us over to RB Leipzig. The manager there and the captain, Marco Rosa, is leaving. Finally, that means the domination of RB Leipzig is going to end, and also Unai how would you say his name? I know the X is the Ch. Is it Goycochea? I think. He's leaving as well. He's been an absolute legend there. He's from the Basque, with hence the name. That name there, as you can see. Ben Musa has gone over there. He is going to become a very, very good player, Ballon d'Or winner in the future, to be honest. It's a shame we have to lose him. It is because he had a release clause in his contract. I did want to re-sign, but he wasn't interested. He has moved on. We did get a lot of money. This was probably the top of his market value, and the release clause, he saw in the future that would probably be how much market value you'd be at when it was time for him to leave. And although it was a short time we had with him, 42 league games, still very, very good. He was good, inconsistent, but still a good player, particularly in the international the continental competitions. That's the word. He was really, really good for us. It's a shame we lose him, but you can't complain about 95 million. It's the most frustrating thing for us personally, I think, is that he's gone in the middle of the season, because although we get a lot of money, I don't think it will be spent now. At least it means we can have a really good rebuild in the summer, spend that money wisely, just how we did in the last one, where we had a little bit more money, the 45 or so million plus the 15 or 25 million we started working with now, we'll have 100 million going into that summer. A player who we brought in, Jesus Souza, another Real Madrid Academy graduate. He's a left back, can play also play left wing. Overall, a decent player we've brought in as a bit of a squad option for a fee of 900,000. Obviously, the problem is now who we play at right wing. We have a lot of players, but I don't think anyone yet can replicate the quality of what what Ben Musa gave us. But we have Armich who can play there, Iram who can play there, Arias who can play there also. I don't think we've got problems in terms of the quantity of players, but in terms of how the who will play there the best. But it's a shame we lose him. It is a shame we lose him, but I guess we have to move now and go forward and see how we do. It's the first game of the day. Let's get straight into it against Ferencvaros. So the team for this game against Ferencvaros starts with Vlašky in goal. We got a backline of Alvarez, Gil, Moral and Pastor. Isidre and Bergstaller, who's in some great form at the moment, starts Arroyo ahead of them. We've got Armich on the left, Iram on the right, and Tom up top. Kick off here in this game against Ferencvaros. Hopefully we can get a big win. Goal difference could be a very important factor. Isidre is in here, 1-0, and it's Isidre at the back post with his second goal of the season. A very, very good start to this game. Just 2 minutes in, we lead 1-0. Obviously no Ben Musa today. We've still got our main man up top in Tom, who's on 17 goals, I think. Yeah, 20 goals and assists. It's only January, it's just about to turn February, and we can't complain. Hopefully he gets to another 20 goal season in the league. In terms of how we're doing in the league table, as you can see here, we have dropped off a little bit. I don't know how, because I think we've been in decent form. It doesn't look like we have there. To be fair, we did start with a load of wins. Barcelona, should they win their game in hand, we would drop down to 5th, only a point behind Villarreal, but it looks like we really have this top 6 spot set. You know, Real Madrid not doing too well, and if 6th place is what we need, then that's what we'll go for. It depends on how the coefficient's going, really. I've not seen, I don't know any other Spanish teams in the Europa League. I don't think is it Valencia? Yeah, Valencia at the top, and it looks like they could go on to be favourites to win the competition. We have another chance here. Bergstaller, Pastor, ball in. Who's there? It's cleared in the end, only as far as the right back again. Tom is in there, 2-0 here, and Tom has scored his 18th of the season. Can he get to 40 once again? The challenge is set for him. We move up to 7th place, and we've truly done that comeback by the looks of it. If we can just continue this the way we're playing here, get a few more goals, could be a bit of an embarrassment, especially with this game we have against Constanta. I think we can get a big win there. I really do. It should make for a very, very interesting day. Armich has even won the ball back here. It's into Royo, down to this right side. Iram in place of Ben Musa. 3-0 here inside 7 minutes, and that's the game wrapped up. Now we can just speak about different things, whatever we've got, whatever comes to mind. We'll discuss it now. And the first thing we're on about is in the league. Valencia are obviously here, but the coefficient, I don't know who it's going to. The email usually comes around the semi-finals, quarter-finals time, so we can check before then, but I guess we'll have a better idea around then, because we'll know our position a bit better in terms of where we are in the league, and then we'll adjust accordingly. Not adjust, because it's a bit of a weird thing to say, but we'll do what we have to accordingly, because we will probably, we might still be in that 4th or 5th place position depending on how it goes. I mean, Barcelona have not had a good start to the season. There is still 18 games left of the season, so we are only just past halfway. The fixture we just played against Girona, I think it was, is their first return fixture, so still a very long time, but that first half of the season has been good. We've probably hit our rough spell now with all the cup games and these Europa League games, and then past that I think we go on and play really, really well. The place where we need to improve is here in the Europa League. I mean, we have improved recently, but going into these knockout games, there's some really tough teams we will inevitably have to face. And in our first 3 years, this is our 4th season now. The first 3 years in Europe, or first 3 years in general, we obviously finished 7th. Then we got a quarter final with 7th, a round of 16 with 6th. And this year we want to go try it. We want to go for a semi-final if we can, or another quarter-final after 4 years. It goes. We said playoffs, round of 16, and then quarter-final if it was a team where we automatically qualified for the Champions League, like at Shakhtar. We wanted to be in a quarter-final by 3 or 4 years time. I think it would have been, yeah, 3 years. But obviously we have to have the extra year here to qualify. Now I think we can go on and do it, make that quarter final or semi final, but the quarter final is probably realistic. It just gets us back on track because we had a bit of a slip up last year. We've struggled a bit this season. New signings coming in, the youngsters developing. A quarter final would be a very, very good result. So hopefully that's what we can go on and achieve. We are in the top 8, so realistically we should. We've got to remember some good teams finish outside of the top kind of the top 8. So like Chelsea last year, for example, they did, and they went on to beat us because they probably were the better team. And I don't know what it's looking like this year. We're not in the top 16, or we're not out of the top 8, I should say. Tromsø are there, Sporting, Inter, Juventus have climbed back up as well. Feyenoord are there, but by the looks of it, that's basically all the teams that are in those positions. So realistically, the teams down there are not ridiculously tough. Inter Milan are there, but they're not as good as they once used to be. Tromsø would be tough, probably would be tough. We've got where Carpty winning 7-2 at the moment. Carpty are there, that would be a tough game. Molde, Rio Ave are there as well. There is some tough games in there, definitely, but I feel like ones where if say the top 16 all win their playoff games and we make the top 8, games that I feel like we can win. I do feel like we can win. Carpty are 9-2 up, by the way. What is going on? Carpty have become just an absolutely incredible team. A 9-2 win. But the full time, it's a 10-2 win even, I've just seen. What a result. But the full time whistle goes here. It was 3 goals in 7 minutes, but it's won us the game. And finally, the team for this game against Farul Constanta started Papadopoulos in goal today in place for Velashki. We've got a backline of Pastor, Gil, Moral and Diaz, Gordon, Bergstad, Royo in the middle. We've got Armich on the left, Iram on the right, and Tom up top. As the two teams walk out here, a nice little stadium which we entry into. Big game for us here, 17 points we could potentially rise to, and if we do get them, what a turnaround it will be. We picked up 2 points from our first 3 games, and in our last 3 games we picked up, or 4 games even, we've picked up 12 points. It's been an incredible turnaround, and now we could go 5 wins in a row, and that would be enough for us to get into the top 8. Let's go and have a look how this game goes. It's a snowy pitch today, the climate we're not very used to, so hopefully we can adjust to it accordingly as Gordon finds himself on the ball into Hill. Now we've got no Rhaegal. You will have noticed he is missing out for quite a while with a bit of an injury, but he should be back probably by the round of 16, potentially not, we'll have to see. Bergstad has been very good in his place. He's definitely done well. He went out on loan to PSV Eindhoven last year, has come back into the team, been a bit of a squad option, and now he's getting some starts. It's nice to see because he's one of the first players we had, and even now that we've rebuilt the team, he is still here. He's waited for his chance and he's done well with it. Royo's cutting in, has the shot, and that is 1-0 here. Are we about to make it 5 wins in a row and just about secure the top 8 here? It's a goal from Royo to make it 1-0 here in Romania. Lovely effort from him there. Just cuts in, does his magic, and makes it 1-0 exactly. The start we needed to this game, but there's still a long way to go. Has the table updated? I know I just said it's a long way, but we'll go and have a look. We move up to 7th as it stands. Vittoria got a 7-2 win in their last game, the same day where Carpty got a 10-2 win against Club Brugge. That would be funny if they qualify even after a 10-2 loss. In terms of the game for who we're looking at, Rio Ave are a team who are contesting there in 8th place. As it stands, Tom's in behind here. 2-0 falls to Iram with the shot, and that is 2-0. And the Ben Musa replacement, Iram, maybe he was never the replacement, maybe he was always the original. This is 11th goal of the season, and that is, I mean, if he plays the rest of the season there, 20 goals, What a turnout that would be for him. We'll have to see. Vitoria are playing against Club Brugge. That is an unlucky set of fixtures for Club Brugge, and they have gone 1-0 up. So as it stands, are Brighton drawing their game? If you're going to take a look, they are. So the highest we can get is 7th place. It might have been that before the games even started today. We can go and take a look. It says we're in the playoffs. We have got, no, we haven't got the automatic spot yet, but we have got a playoff spot. That was confirmed at the end of last game, which was probably confirmed a few games ago as well. 9 points has always been enough, but we're trying to go for that top 8, and I think as it stands we should be able to get in with relative ease, but we'll have to see. 18 points has been the threshold at some points, but I don't think it'll be the case here. Diaz down this right side, 3rd year in a row we're trying to make this 8th spot, by the way. Much easier than the Champions League, I must say, but then in the knockouts I think we struggled actually more in the Europa League here than at the Champions League with Shakhtar. Oh, we're on for 3-0 here. It's in the middle. Tom is there. Of course he does. He has to get involved in this game. 3-0 here. It's Tom with the goal this time. The front attackers, the front three out of the 4, I should say. It's the front 4, I guess, have got goals. Now we're waiting on Armich to make it 4-0. The game is already sealed here, but 4-0. And you'd pretty much think it's done for them, for the opposition here, as 30 minutes goes in this game. I wish we could see the goal difference, 3-0 up here. We had a 3-0 win in the last one, and we could get a few more here. I said a big win potentially on the cards, and this could help here. This penalty to make it potentially 4-0. I'll go take a look at the goal difference. If we go over here, 7 goal difference, so 10 as it stands. That will do some big favours, because it looks like the teams around us have not been able to get near to that, unless they've scored a lot of goals in their games. But quite early on, in quite a decisive game, I doubt that there's going to be big goals in those games, but we will have to see. There's a penalty here for Tom to make it 4-0. His 2nd of the game, he puts it in. 4-0 here in the first half. An incredible performance, exactly what we needed to bounce back from, the 2 episodes, the kind of 1 episode and then the 2nd episode where obviously we played quite well, got those 2 wins, but we still had our doubts as to whether we could go and qualify. I said AZ Alkmaar would be a tough game, and it was, but luckily we managed to get a result there in the end. It's just a case of, we just had to make sure we could get it. It looks like we will be on track for another top 8 finish. I don't know anyone who could get close to us. I mean, Mulder have just gone ahead in their game and gone up to 8th place, but the goal difference makes us go ahead of them, so not a problem with them as it stands. Rio Ave, they're winning their game, or they were winning their game, and they can't go ahead of us. Karpati, are they winning? I've not seen anything about them, and neither with Dnipro or Tromso can't catch up, even though they are drawing. They can only get to 15 points with a win, which is so many of our... We've played pretty much every team here. I mean, if we go and take a look, when we went with Santa Clara, I was thinking about this earlier actually. Did we play against Sporting? I have a feeling we might have done. I'm not too sure. We did here, and we lost 3-2. As you can see there. Was that the season we got promoted? Yeah, it was the season after we got promoted, and we beat them. Did we actually beat them? I thought that was a Santa Clara loss, because I remember with Santa Clara we went and played Braga in, like, it was my final game, so it was the game, or it might have been this game actually. I remember this cup game is where I left, I'm fairly certain. We can go and take a look at the manager history of when we left. If we go and take a look, so many managers since I've left. Date left 20th of the 10th. So did we leave? Yeah, we did. We played this game and then left. So we beat Sporting. We also beat Braga, 2 massive wins after a slow start in the first division after we got promoted. So in this table, if we go and take a look, we've played Molde, I think we played Rio Ave, we played Karpati, Dnipro, Sporting, we obviously were with Tromso, Inter we not played, and then a few more of these we've kind of played. Karabag we've played against in Europe, Lille I think we might have, Borussia Mönchengladbach quite a few times, Feyenoord, if we go even higher up, we've got Vitoria who we played so many times, Galatasaray, Man United, the first big game we had in the Champions League with Shakhtar, Valencia, the team who played in the Conference League final of all games. We've beat some massive teams, played some massive teams. That Sporting game, I completely forgot about. I remember we beat Braga, but that's crazy that we beat Sporting. I did not know that at all. And here we are after all this time, getting to the end of the Corners of Europe journey. Only a few weeks left. after what has been an incredible 5 months or so. And yeah, what a journey it has been. What a journey it has been. And we are getting closer and closer to concluding it. And what a moment it will be when we finally lift that Europa League trophy and tick off this series. And then big things are coming. Big things I hope that I can deliver on will be coming to the channel. So hang about and stick with us, and we'll be on to something. Hopefully, very good. We're on something good here though. Armic, can he complete the front four? All getting goals. He does. Whether he's onside, we'll have to see. I've not made any changes here in this game. Obviously, quite a break to go until our games in the knockouts. That goal is disallowed. We're going to make some final changes here in this game. I won't bring Alvarez on. I think we'll bring who was it on? It was Gil, and then I think we'll give some minutes to Souza, his first minutes I think, on the channel, which will be nice for him. He's a decent player. A decent player, can play in a number of positions, and another Real Madrid Academy graduate. They know what it means to win, so it makes sense to bring a player like him in. 4-0 the score here. 7th place wrapped up, and now it's on to the round of 16 into tomorrow's episode. What a comeback. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this so tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another round of 16 tie. Thank you. Bye.